These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 19. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. Get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On second down, Williams. Room here to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And some space here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On the counter, here's Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, it's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a play fake. Rodgers steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They start the drive with Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Now Prescott. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On the ground, this is Ware. inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Easy. 26, 319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook able to escape. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. The Rodgers to Rodgers connection, good for a Packer first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And now it's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's got Bennett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They run it again with Williams. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Prescott now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A second down throw for Prescott. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
By the way, they're into the second quarter now out in Carson. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They come out here in the I. shift together here from the D-line. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now on first down. Flush to his right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
319. Reset. Hey, easy.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Shrugs him off. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On now is the Packers punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. Dances by him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now Cook running right. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run it again with Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Check 4.
On 1st and 10, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half, you know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long for Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Hundley. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing, Hundley, and he comes back with one complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. Caught left side by Cobb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Ohio. Let's go. Ohio. Let's go. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He'll drop to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Martellus Bennett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
Well, they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, it's Cook. Down to the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got Bennett. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. That one goes for 24 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Richard Rodgers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A toss to Cook. And a big hit at at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 46. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Prescott. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now a desperation throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this looks to probably be the final play. Well, Prescott here to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.